There's another one. That one feels more solid. That one's definitely better. Yep. Still not a great one, but I see how that one was out deep. And I was slow rolling it. Caught him before, you can tell right there. Still a nice fish. Off the wood. Decent bass. Off the drop shot. Bow flip them. It's a better one. Off the drop shot, not too bad. There's another one. Little small one again. And they just like that right over that little point. I'm pretty sure there's a structure right there that they're probably on. Would be my guess, but small dink. All right, guys, today we are going to talk about 3 of my favorite baits for that 50 to 60 degree water temperature in the spring when the water's heating back up. Now, most people won't even get out now because the bass aren't starting to spawn yet, but I tell you what, on the 55 to 60 end of it, they will start pushing up. But we're going to talk more about what do you want to do that early March whenever they start pushing up a little bit, but not a whole lot. What the presentation still has got to be pretty slow for them. That's 50, 51. It's actually 52 degrees out here today on the water. My first bait we're going to talk about is this War Eagle half-ounce spinner bait with 2 Colorado blades. One is a orange blade, one is a gold blade. It's a gold head and it's a chartreuse skirt. Now I throw a Zoom chartreuse trailer on there, and it doesn't give it a whole lot of action, but you can actually kind of trim that up if you want. This, when you're slow rolling it on the bottom, is a great bait for that 50, 55, maybe even a little above that when they're munching pretty good. So spinner bait is my top option right now. A close second is the Strike King. It's a 2-tap tungsten lipless. Or flat side is actually what they call it. Some people call it lipless, flat side, rattle trap. There's a bunch of different names for it. You can use whatever you want. I personally like this Strike King one. It works pretty good for me. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. It's got taken a pretty good amount of abuse here, but it catches a lot of fish. And I trade out the hook so the hook stays sharp. It comes with pretty good hooks on it also. It's a pretty affordable bait. I think it's in the $8-ish range. But if they want it a little bit quicker and a little bit more shallower, this gets it done than a spinner bait. Now you can burn a spinner bait, you can bring a spinner bait up shallow, but this is also fun to run on rocks and stuff where you're not going to get super snagged. There's not a bunch of cover where you can run a spinner bait through a bunch of cover. This can kind of run rocks and cover some more area a little bit quicker than a spinner bait can if you can't quite figure them out. Once again, this is a Strike King 2-tap. It works good. You can do whatever. I know there's Rattle Trap. There's a bunch of great brands out there. I'm not trying to promote a brand. Whatever you like. There's Red. If it's a little bit warmer and that closer to that 60 degree water, Red might work good. I like this shad pattern right here when it's 50 to 55-ish like it is today. So this is what I'm going to start throwing today. This would be my second option, and I'll alternate through the first 2. All right, so here's the scenario now. You can't catch them with a moving bait. They won't hit a spinner bait. They won't hit a flat side. They won't do any of that. They just don't seem to be wanting it moving for that day. You fish for a while, you would try something new. I would suggest after that a drop shot. Now, here's kind of the key when it's super cold like this. I don't want to say it's super cold because it's not crazy cold, but that water is about 52. I don't like a super long leader like this from the weight to the hook. This is about 1.5 feet or so. That's where I like to go. So it's the bait. Those bass should be on the bottom if they're not wanting it moving. They're not pushed up. So now you're going to push off the bank a little bit. You're going to try something that's not moving near as much. So I'm going to go with a shorter leader here, 1.5 feet. You can kind of experiment with what's working at what depth for you. But you just take this, you hook it on here. You can nose hook it, you can do however you want to hook it. I like to nose hook it like that. I don't want to Texas rig it or anything, because I want a pretty good amount of action for it to flatter like that, flipper like that in the wind, or not in the wind, in the water down there where the current's moving it. But another great option is this drop shot when they won't hit the moving baits, which some days they just won't. If you get a cold front that moves in, they're not going to probably hit the moving baits a whole lot. Maybe spinnerbait if you're slow rolling it, but they probably will go after a drop shot, because a lot of the drop shot is for more cold weather when the water is colder. So this might not work if it's 58, 59, maybe close to that 60-degree water, but when you get a little bit colder, it kind of starts to shine. So give it a try. It's not as intimidating. I was intimidated for a while there. I didn't want to throw drop shot. I didn't like it. You know, it was kind of hard. I had to put tie a leader onto my braid, all that stuff, learn how to tie it. It's not as hard as what people make it seem like it is. You kind of just go out there, take your time, learn something new. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to tie a drop shot. I guarantee you will like it, and I can almost guarantee you that you're going to catch fish on it in that 50, 55-degree water. So those are my 3 best baits that I like, and I've actually heard a lot of other people like these style baits too. Maybe not this exact brands, but these style baits during that 50 to 60-degree water. So check them out, try them out, let me know what you think. I know there's other baits. Comment below what's your best bait. Maybe you don't like the spinnerbait, maybe you like the chatterbait. Chatterbait works great too. I can't slow it down as much as I can a spinnerbait. That's why I don't like it as much. I wait till it gets closer to 60 to throw the chatterbait. But maybe you like it. Maybe you like a big glide bait. Comment below what you like, and what do you like, when do you like to use it, and what temperature, water, clarity, whatever you like there. So let's get after it. I'm gonna go back and try to catch some more fish. We've been fishing a little bit today, but let's go back and see what we can catch on the drop shot now that I can't really catch. I've caught a few moving, but I'm gonna try drop shot just to see if we can catch them on it. Decent one on the drop shot. Ah, come on. Oh, got red lips. Look at those red lips on that fish. That's cool looking. So with the drop shot, sometimes you will feel it actually take the bait, or sometimes like that you would see it just starting to run off. Either way, cool bite. Here we go. See, he's running with it. You can watch him run with it, and then set the hook on them. And there you go. Another drop shot fish. Nothing crazy big, but he was out there way where I couldn't hit him with the spinnerbait or anything else. There he is. I want it on the bottom. Tell you what. A little big, yeah, but out there deep, and they want it on the bottom. Not a bad start for this lake, but there's a bunch of them like about this big in here. There we go. Small one on the rattle trap, but one on the rattle trap, I guess. Small one. There he is. He's small too. A little bit bigger, but still small. That spinnerbait will get them when they're close to the rocks like that, or you can roll it out deep. It's kind of how it works. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it feels like a little better one. Slow rolling it out deep. Yeah, that's not a bad one. It's not too bad for this lake. There's one. Little bitty small guy. Right where he's supposed to be, over that overflow dam over there. I always gotta hope bigger ones over there. Oh yeah, I think that one might be bigger. Let's see here. Definitely bigger. Still not very big. Pop them out there. Take them though. Stuck this small one finally on this drop shot. Super small. That one's a little bit bigger. Nothing crazy though. Oh, come on now, calm down, buddy. Definitely nothing crazy. Still, 2 back-to-backs on the drop shot. Another absolute Gina. Just kidding. He had that thing choked though. All right, hopefully you guys like this video. It's 3 cool baits that are gonna work good for you in that 50 to 60 degree water. We caught a good amount of fish today, nothing crazy big. We're still catching bass, which is what we're out here trying to do. So use some of these baits to help you in your arsenal and try out some other baits. I mean, obviously 3 is not that many. If you are a fisherman like me, you got hundreds, maybe thousands of baits. I don't know, just too much. Don't tell my wife. But hit that like and subscribe if you want to check out some more of our videos. We're going to be posting fish videos all the time. Look at this, we got some cool beds. They're not on them yet, but they will be. We'll get some cool footage once they push up on those beds, hopefully some bed fishing. And we'll tell you what baits we like for that one too. Hopefully 60 to 70 degree water, I'll make a video for that too of what I like. So hit that like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. Thanks for watching.